was a good start for Bailey. I think that looks to me like Bailey Ober and the guy that we're all very familiar with. Um, his stuff was good. It was probably, I think, the best stuff he's had since maybe the beginning of the year, but maybe all year long. Um, you're facing almost fully left-handed lineup with this team, and again, a lineup that has tough at bats, doesn't really get too big, will kind of fight you the entire time, and Bailey went back and forth with them the whole outing and did a good job. A couple of well-struck balls off of him, but overall, that's more of what it looks like. He held his velo very well throughout the outing. He looked very I think, you know what, here's what I think. I think he is thinking probably the same thing I'm thinking. I think he was really pleased. But to end the outing with the homer will leave a sour taste in your stomach. But overall, like very, very happy with the way that he threw the ball and the way that outing looked. And I know that homer matters. It's a big part of the game and winning and losing the game and how you're going to feel afterwards. But he looked strong and he commanded his pitches very well and the stuff looked good. And I think we're going to get a much better Bailey Ober going forward if he's throwing the ball like that.
I think Eddie should have been on third there with the ball off the wall.
I don't know. He needs to give himself a chance to get to third base. You have to go hard, but also you can't make an out in that situation either. He's in scoring position already, but he's got to give himself a chance to get there, is what he does.
And the decision for DK to try to bunt with 2 strikes there was that.
Yeah, we got to get the bunt down. That's all. It's pretty straightforward play. Putting the bunt on for the first couple of pitches of the at bat, and then having him hit 0-2 didn't sound like a good idea to me. And DK is a solid bunter, and I'm sure he's not going to be happy with himself about the way that at bat went. But we got to move the runner over there and get him to third base. Gaddis is good. Sometimes hits are tough to come by. We get we get Eddie at second, run Austin. It's a perfect situation to just move this runner over and then score a run.
I think you had an early chance too, where first and third, nobody out. When you lose by one, how much do you look back at those? There were some really good bats. Roy said the 2-strike double.
Yeah.
But also a little bit mixed in there.
Yeah. So I got a whole list of things that I was very pleased about that I need to talk to the team about. A few things that weren't, I wasn't so hot on, but a lot of good baseball and solid play. And you're going to look back, and I'm going to look back at the situations that you're referencing. Those are just key spots. If you get yourself in those spots, it's hard. You got to work hard and do a lot of things right to put yourself in good positions like that. We got to finish the job, and finishing the job means finding a way to get that guy home, score at least a run there, and make some things happen. We didn't do it. We needed better at bats. We just needed better at bats. We got to hit some balls hard. We got to find a way to get on base. We got to lengthen some at bats out. And make them work for it and earn it. I don't remember exactly the way all 3 outs went, but it's not like we had our best at bats in those spots. We need to do a better job right there. But watching Cody Clemens run around the bases today and have that was great base running, using his instincts once he saw the throw coming in high from Kwan, and you'll never probably see that from Stephen Kwan. He's such a fundamentally sound, wonderful left fielder. You got to take advantage of it when you can, and he did. That was great. Brooks made some excellent plays out there in the field today. He was all over the place. What else do we have on here? Royce made that great play down the line, up against the wall. Had a couple of knocks. Wally with a big homer. I mean, there was some seriously good things. And Bailey threw good. Pearson Old threw good. He threw really good. And there were going to be some games where our starter hands it off to one of our relievers who are also starters and can go 2, 3, 4 innings and are are good in those roles. He threw the ball really, really well. And even in the inning where he ended up giving up the run, I mean, we're talking soft, Ramirez is tough, but soft contact, base hit, Santana kind of flare to left field or whatever you want to call it. That's right? Hit, and he's working through the inning. And we needed to get through Naylor. We had Tonkin set up to come in for Arias if we got to that spot. Arias was tough earlier in the game on him, and we just didn't get there. But overall, I mean, that's a heck of an outing for Pearson Ole, and to work through it and keep it a one-run game, give us a chance to still tie the game and win the game. He did his job well.
Were you almost as impressed by his escape once that starts, once the runs are the board and there's some base runners, as by the zeros?
Yeah. He's never been in that spot in his entire life. That exact spot. We're in a ball game. We're in a tight ball game. I think it can be more challenging coming into a game where the starter goes out there and keeps you in the game and they hand the ball off to you than going out there and starting the game yourself. I do believe that the intensity of the moment, being there late in the game, will serve him very well. And he pitched well enough in that inning to just put up a 0. It just didn't play out as a 0 in this instance. But I really liked what I saw from him. First time through for Pearson Ole was terrific. He had to work harder, like that would normally happen, the second time through. But the first time through especially, he was great, and escaping that inning was very good work.